So what I'm saying is that I met with Cubby, and when I talked to Cubby, he is the one who's going to take me to help me in area where I am really rusty on this project. Why was I doing this recording? The only reason I was doing it was to galvanize some people to know that I am who I said I am. I am not a fraud. I am who I said I am, from the angle that I am going to tell you a lot of things that a lot of people are afraid to talk about, like telling you that I believe I have some mental problem. I do. I mean, but I was able to console myself by saying that those people who are to the extreme right and those people who are the extreme left, which are free thinkers, they have what you call mental problem. They're not going to, they will lie about it, especially when you find out that they have dogged the whole world by having what you call, they have married more than 10 to 15 wives. They have what you call uncontrolled sex. They are misogynistic. I mean, especially, come to think about it. And I was going to say this too before I go forget. Let me say that in as much as I was talking about the fact that Biden was giving help to the money that was supposed to be using, the reason why most brothers are not going to vote for Biden is because they are saying that his time here is kind of he has a lot of undulating plank right now, up and down, up and down. But what they have not been able to know is that he has passed. He is the only president in the history of America that has passed the highest legislative success through a bipartisan success. Whether you calling about whether the climate, whether it is the infrastructural bills, whether it is the fact that he's not doing anything with the he's helping the women in the abortion area to choose between and stuff like that. And he's not, he has a lot of graft to the point where people think, he's not a racial pig. I'll stop there. So now what I'm saying is that I did have a position where I was going to have, with my baggage coming in and releasing the novel, the next thing I said I was going to do was, boom, let me wet the ground. I was not thinking about how was I going to use the video to make the ground, but I knew that YouTube has a platform that was going to assist me to do that. I was going to do podcasts along with it, which I've never started a podcast, but the YouTube I was doing was to wet the ground. Now that I was doing that, a guy walked his way into my environment. So what we're going to do is that I have now had the advantage of having to be able to do what you call my artifacts that that was in 50 bags of trash bags. New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Business Employment Weekly, Barron, Financial Times, Dallas Weekly, all this, and were the one that were, even though my former landlady, when and the maintenance guy would come and do some work in my apartment, they would take the pictures of my thing. And that woman was telling me, get rid of that trash, get rid of those trash, but I wasn't going to get rid of it. So when this curveball was thrown at me on a month ago, for the eviction, I was still busy trying to figure out what was I going to do. But I did find out that the biggest success was going to be the ability for me to be able to have those artifacts, those New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Employment Weekly, Barron, to see what, because when I read them, I had certain things inside my head that was in those ones. Let me quickly backtrack again. Let me give credit to two people. And these two people were the people, one of them, two people, I'm going to give credit to them. I'm not going to mention their name. One of them told me that I should stop buying New York Times, Wall Street Journal, because I can read the same thing on my phone. Another one told me that I should not spend my money in lotto. Don't buy lotto, and I've stopped that. So these two people are my pillar. And I have another person too that I will always remain very, very grateful to. And I told him he was going to be my, a mentor. And her daughter has bailed me out during a very, very sticky period in which I was told to go and pay a 1 month rent by the judge, and I didn't have it. But lo and behold, she's the one that always done my income tax, and I called her and told her that what's she going to do? She did not, with no question asked, she gave me the money for the 1 month rent, and I quickly paid it, which puts me in the process of, I know it takes more than 3 months to be able to get you kicked out, and I kept going back. So let me go back to Kirby. Kirby, before I go back to Kirby, let me finish by saying that I did say that, okay, my artifacts, which is those Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, I already read them, and I have what you call certain ideas in my head, but none of them must have been forgotten. I will still pull them up when I least expect I was going to pull them up, because they're always there. Because as I tell everyone, the only thing you can take with you in this world is your head. So if you are not investing in your head, in your coconut, in education, to get your coconut in place, you are wasting a lot of money. All those houses you are building, all those children you are having, all those cars that you are doing, all those yachts, all those space that you are going, you're gonna die. So you're gonna leave it. The only thing you can take with you, that quote was from Gonzalez, the former CEO of Coca-Cola in Atlanta. So invest in your head, because that's the only thing you can take with you. So what I did was that I saw my artifacts, and I already read them in the past 40 years that I was in America.